Welcome, race fans. We're back here tonight with IWCR at Las Vegas in the Gen 6 series, and we are ready to turn 125 laps here of excitement. Thank you all for tuning in tonight on MaxSpeedTV. I know we've been off for a couple of days here. I had a family member pass away here, my mother-in-law, so sorry I've been away for a couple of days. We get that taken care of and be back at it here next all the rest of this season, and hopefully we don't lose anybody else. But good to have everybody back in chat here. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we're about 4 minutes away from qualifying. All right, 1 minute until qualifying, folks, and we'll be on here with the IWCR Gen 6 Series here tonight at Las Vegas for 125 laps. All right, folks, we're going to step away for a quick minute here. We'll play our national anthem.
Guys.
And now, the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, now we're starting to see some times come in. Looks like Galen Gidman on the top position. And John Batista, last week's Watkins Glen second place leader. Travis Townsend winning last week at Watkins Glen. So those two right tight there together. Hopefully to kind of hold on to a good racing effort again this week, put on by them last week. It was an amazing race. If you didn't catch it, you can catch it there on YouTube.
And Travis Townsend jumped 6 spots in the standings by winning that race. Rudy's up to 12th. He's got 95 points. Thomas Keene's your points leader with 112 points, so he's not too far back.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. That was one heck of a race, wasn't it, Scott?
I missed last week's race. I wasn't around for last week's race. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
That's right. My bad. Yeah, it was a heck of a race, man. I'm telling you. Travis and John Batista, they battled it so hard for the last 10 laps of that race. It was just amazing racing.
Yeah, see, Thomas Keene came in third, and after that vaulted him to the points lead.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Scott Huntinger's in second. Sean Medling's in third. Thomas Brandner's in fourth. Nathan Sedlick's up 4 spots into 5th position in the points. Randall Drake's in 6th. Joshua Witherspoon's in 7th. Daniel Smallwood's up 3 spots to 8th. Joe Roberts up 6 spots to 9th. And Mike Vining rounds out your top 10. And Mike fell 7 spots from last week.
And I didn't see Daniel Smallwood in here tonight. That's kind of odd. Usually he don't miss anything like that, but tough to see maybe if he might show up late.
I haven't seen him show up for the last couple Max Speed races either.
Well, he was been on vacation.
I'm showing him in there though.
Oh, okay. He must not turn any practice on. If he did, I didn't see him.
He qualified 12th.
Very good.
He's sitting 13th now. Rudy, I'll be back in just a second.
Yes, sir. Well, Galen Gidman on the top spot there with a 29.710. That's a pretty amazing lap. Pearson pretty close in second. Very tight points battle. Let's see, this is race number 4 of the season. And looking at the points here, the top 10 within, looks like 16 points of each other, the top 10. So that's pretty tight points battle coming in.
All right, Rudy. Sorry about that. I'm ready now.
10-4.
Ready to do a little racing in the Sin City. You know what they say, Rudy? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's right.
Especially if you're married.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm just not too awful with it tonight.
No, I understand. Everybody understands, Rudy. We'll get through it.
There you go.
Hopefully we'll have a good race tonight. We won't be doing a lot of pacing.
Yeah, I think the guy's got a pretty good handle on this track. I did kind of want to talk to somebody pre-race, but I don't really want to bother him too awful much. But I wouldn't mind maybe getting. Let me see if I can get Stephen Pearson up here, maybe to talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a while. Let's see, Stephen Pearson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy. I got you.
Well, second place in qualifying. Going to be starting on the outside of Galen Gidman. How's that make you feel?
I don't know. That was just a lucky Q lap. I'm having a little issue with the race trim, but it's a long race, so maybe I'll get it figured out before the end of the race.
Well, I mean, usually we don't see you up there in the front like that to qualify, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. You usually like to kind of be back mid-pack or so and kind of ride for a while. 125 laps here tonight. Are you worried about the length of the race?
No, not really. I'm kind of glad it's a long one. If I can just stay out of trouble and get this setup figured out. We've been working for like 2 hours on it. We've got one set up, but I'm just not driving it very good compared to the other guys right now, but I'll get it.
Well, I'd say you got a pretty good lap there beating some of the other guys in RPM. But all right, well, we're going to wish you good luck here for tonight, Stephen. And I know you're Mr. B there at the end, so don't let me down, brother.
I'll try not to, man.
All right, take care and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Rudy, just a little fun fact. First place to 28th place was 0.7 of a second off.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
It's going to be a good race.
I was looking at the points there. We were talking about that earlier, but Looking at the points, the top 10 are all within 16 points. That is crazy. You know, and this is race number 4 of the season. And I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's just how good a racing these guys are doing here. Thomas Keene, our points leader right now, qualifies back in 9th.
Be an interesting start for him to work his way up through the field.
Well, he's been extremely hot in the truck series lately. Winning last week. I think it was at Michigan last week. I don't know. I can't remember. Too many other things in my mind right now. But, you know, he's definitely good in the trucks, and I'm sure he'd like to get up there. I mean, he had a good finish last week, like you said, their 3rd place at Watkins Glen. So
Yeah, Keene's a player every track we go to.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I've ever been in a race where I've seen Thomas Keene ride around the back, unless he's damaged.
Boy, a lot of Toyotas out there tonight, but the Ford takes a pole.
It's a heck of a lap he put up there.
Yeah, and, you know, Steven said it was kind of a lucky lap there for him. All right, looks like that's going to do it for qualifying. And let's get down trackside here. And let's run through the grid. All right, starting on the pole tonight, Galen Gidman with a 29.710. Congratulations to him for grabbing that pole. Stephen Pearson in 2nd. John Batista 3rd. Stephen Warner in 4th. Joe Roberts 5th. Travis Townsend, last week's winner at Watkins Glen, comes in 6th. Scott Hunsinger 7th. Thomas Brandner 8th. Thomas Keene 9th. And Jeffrey Porter 10th. Scott?
Nathan Sedlick will start 11th. Mike Vining, he won a couple weeks ago. He'll start 12th. Daniel Smallwood starts 13th. Nick Hunt starts 14th. Randall Drake starts 15th. Sean Medling starts 16th. Paul Crumry starts 17th. Tony DeGenero starts 18th. Zachary Miller starts 19th. Evan Schroeder starts 20th. Craig Hawkins 21st. Johnny Reed Foley 22nd. Sean Powell 23rd. Roger Wagner 24th. Kevin Spaulding will start 26th. John Verga starts 27th. Mark Robertson 28th. Calvin Troy starts 30th. Tom Serrato 31st. And Eric Lambert 32nd.
Very good.
And there were a couple spots in there where we were listed, and that's why I skipped over a couple spots.
Yep.
Pretty good sized field, Rudy. Looks like 30 altogether. We'll see if all those non-qualifiers can take the start.
Absolutely.
Had 9 non-qualifiers.
That's not too bad. You know, for this big of a field to only have 9 non-qualifiers, that's pretty good. Pretty good odds right there.
Well, Rudy, you ready to go racing?
I am ready to watch here. They roll off the grid.
Maybe afterwards we can go hit the craps tables.
Hey, there you go. We can win some cash, huh?
Catch a show or something. Hit the buffet.
I'm all about that.
It's Vegas, man. You can get everything for free in Vegas.
Heck yeah. Man, that's a big field.
Race number 5 of the season, buddy.
5, 4.
This is the 5th one, isn't it?
Should be race 4. Last week was race 3.
Yep, you're right. My bad.
Now, tomorrow night, the Truck Series goes to Sonoma.
Not one of my favorite tracks.
All right,
Place is
Scott,
tough.
we're going to get them going here.
Go for it, Rudy.
Gidman's about to get these guys rolling. Pace car almost ready to duck onto pit road. It does, and Gidman hits the throttle right away.
Yeah, he didn't wait at all. He wanted to get going.
And boy, look at the start he got. Batista already into second place. Trying to wait till this gets caught up here. Joe Roberts gets by. Boy, look at the guys going by Steven Pearson. He says he was having a little bit of trouble there. Man, he was shaky.
Oh,
we got one
on the wall.
Oh, we did not see who that was. I think that was Roger Wagner. Let's go back and see what happened. No caution.
Yes, it was Roger Wagner.
I want to see what happened here. Whether he just got loose off of the turn. Looks like that's what it was. He just, I don't know, he pinched it down or what there, but into the wall, lap 1. And he's still hanging there.
Yep, still sitting there. Some good racing going on so far, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Back in the pack here, Batista. Falling back to third, Joe Roberts on the inside of him. Takes over that position, and here comes Thomas Brander to the inside. He's not giving up on that. Does fall in behind him, but he keeps that nose out there. Looking like he might want to pass. Not able to do it.
Oh,
Warner loose.
oh, forward spinning in the grass.
Keene. Thomas Keene going around. No caution.
He's backwards.
No caution.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
I was going to say, that would have to be a caution. Watching this come out of turn. Whoa, 96 was loose. It looked like he might have taken up the hill to try to miss what he thought was the 96er of Justin Warner getting loose. And that, boy, good thing though, he didn't hit anything. Well,
Tough break for the points leader.
I don't know if anybody's going to come down pit road or not. I don't know. Kind of early.
So we see Thomas come down. He'll come down and get him before Mr. Feelgoods after burning those up.
Yes, sir. I think the only one we've lost from the race is John Verga, which I've seen him kind of check up there. And I think it was right about the same time Roger Wagner hit that inside wall. John Berger come off of there and looked like he headed for the inside wall as well. So, but he is taking his car behind the pit road. Not good.
Getting a break for them crab stables, Rudy.
Yeah, he's going to beat us there.
Here at the other dice.
And
Here, the old fake out.
yeah.
Looks like a couple guys are coming, though. There are a couple buyers. It's like Travis Townsend. And Steven Pearson on pit road, Rudy.
Roger that. Try to find him here.
Sean Medling on pit road. Tony DeGennaro. Kevin Spaulding. Evan Schroeder. Johnny Reed Foley. Thomas Keene. All these guys currently on pit road.
Yep.
Well, pacing already, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Verga out, the only one. Roger Wagner still sitting on pit road. Or no, I'm sorry, he's sitting up on the wall on the backstretch.
4 laps down.
He's still sitting there. For Roger.
It's a good view of the race.
Yeah, heck yeah. He can watch all the excitement from right out the windshield.
Somebody want to get that man some popcorn?
Look at him hanging there. He's probably saying, you know what, I think I'll just hang out here and Watch a race from here. That's pretty awesome. Back up front, Galen Gidman still in command.
It'd be something that old Clint Boyer would do.
Yeah. Yep. Come and get me, boys. Bring the tow truck. Yeah, we should get the one to go next time by.
Where are they racing at next week, Rudy?
That is a really good question. I do not have the schedule here, but I can get it. Looks like they're going to Martinsville next week.
Those short track race.
Yeah, that's a good track. I like running these Gen 6s at Martinsville. I think that car runs really well there. Even though it is a short track, I think it runs really well. It hooks up good.
Somebody gonna be looking to get themselves a grandfather clock.
Yes, sir. That should be exciting. Yeah, that's my kind of racing in these things.
Oh, lights are out, Rudy. We're about to go racing, buddy.
Roger that.
About to get a whole lot louder around here.
They get them puppies cranked up. Get him going, Scott.
10-4, buddy. Waiting on the man in the Mustang.
Man in the Mustang.
He's gonna pull off for us. Now waiting on the flag man. And 94 says no thanks, I'm gonna go anyway. Green flag, we're racing at Vegas. He got a big jump.
Batista still on the inside of Joe Roberts. Looking to get that second place back off of Joe. Joe gets a good run off of turn 2 though and retakes that second place right back. And Thomas Brandner now there.
Yep, looking to come with him on that high side.
Yes, sir. Seems like that might be where the bite is up there. Batista back to 4th. Warner 5th. Daniel
There's
Smallwood.
Daniel Smallwood.
Yeah.
You're wondering where he was. There he is, Rudy.
In the Microsoft car.
Number 88 machine. Nathan Sedlick's all over him. He backs off a little bit.
Yep. Jeffrey Porter drives by Nathan Sedlick. Them two teammates, RPM teammates. Mike Mining, another one.
I was going to say, look at Mike Vining up in 9th place.
Yes, sir. That's good for him, man. That's awesome. Paul Crumride, 10th.
Mike started 12th today.
And here comes Travis Townsend, last week's winner, up to 10th. Boy, he was just, I'll tell you what, you get a chance, Scott, you got to go back and watch that race, brother, because I'm telling you what, you ain't never seen that was just some of the best road course racing with the Gen 6 that I've seen in a while.
Actually, I haven't got a chance to watch any of the races for this league yet this season. Not either one of the ones that I called with you either. So I need to go back and watch them all.
Keene back up to 14th. Sean Medling 15th. Nick Hunt 16th, and here comes Mr. B there at the end, Steven Pearson. He's on pit road, got them 4 fresh feel goods, and almost gets into the back of Nick Hunt. Randall
We got
Drake.
change for the lead, Rudy.
Oh, yes we do. Joe Roberts. What happened to Galen Gidman? Back to 3rd.
Well, they got around him on the front stretch, the 6th did, and just got him out of position for the 24. The 24 was able to get by him as well.
Wow. Look at
Just some
Smallwood.
good racing.
Smallwood on the move, up to 5th. Started 13th today, and he's already up to 5th. Mr. Smallwood said, Chad, he's probably glad to be out racing again. Townsend up to 7th. He gets by Nathan Sedlick and John Batista.
Hey, he's on the move, Rudy. Townsend's a player everywhere we go, too, just like Keane.
Yep. No doubt.
He's coming, too. Look at the run he's getting on the 99. He's going to be on his bumper in a minute.
Yeah, we got quite a pack back here racing. Mike Vining in that pack. Randall Drake. Randall goes back to 15th. Zachary Miller on the inside of Randall Drake now. Randall goes back to 16th. Tony DeGennaro in 18th. Evan Schroeder 19th. Eric Lambert in 20th.
Travis Townsend's gotten by the Porter machine, the 99 car. He's up to 6th.
He's about to get right onto the bumper here of Daniel Smallwood.
It's like the Terminator, Rudy. He just sets them in his sights and clips them off one at a time. There he goes.
Yes, sir.
Smallwood's the next victim. 96, he's going to get him, too, all in one swoop here. Look at this. Maybe not. 96 battling.
Wow, they're driving it. I'll tell you, man, you really got to be up on that wheel. Warner still on the high side.
Townsend ain't giving up. He wants it.
He wants it bad, don't he? And look at Jeff Porter.
Oh.
Jeff Porter almost down onto the grass.
Big save. Big save.
Wow, he lost a lot of positions. Townsend
Big
in
wreck.
4th.
Big wreck. Got a caution.
We have a caution. Oh my, yeah, that's a big one. Let's go see what happened here. Whoa, that looked pretty bad. Looks like, okay, on the front stretch here, but somebody, oh, right there, that looks like, Tony DeGennaro. Looks like he gets together with Nick Hunt there on the front stretch. I think he kind of went up the hill a little bit because Zachary Miller was down on the apron and was kind of almost out of control, but he comes down and collects Zachary Miller. And then he comes up the hill into Eric Lambert. Oh, no.
Mark Robertson was lucky to scoot through there.
Evan Schroeder got into that. Oh, my, man. A lot of guys got into that. There was quite a few. Yes, sir. Yeah, Mark Robertson slips up on the high side. Him and Tom Serrato. I'm not sure, but I think Tom Serrato might have got into the back of Mark Robertson there. Looked like Mark might have checked up a little quicker than Tom Serrato did, but I think they both come out of it okay.
Yeah, he's got a little right rear damage on the 21.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road, so let's
That's the Canadian Rocket.
There he is, right there on pit road. I think he's going to sit there and get that damage fixed up, and I don't blame him. Well, it's going to put Kevin Spaulding up in the lead now. It looks like Gidman now will be 5th as they all come off of pit road. So Hunsinger 2nd, Roberts 3rd, Thomas Brander 4th, Gidman in 5th, Travis Townsend 6th, Daniel Smallwood 7th, John Batista 8th, Nathan Sedlick 9th, and Sean Medling in 10th.
And right there in 11th is our points leader, Thomas Keene. So he's trying, Rudy. He's right back in the fight.
Spaulding coming down pit road, and that's going to give the lead up to Scott Hunsinger, so now he'll collect a bonus point.
Hunsinger is 2nd in the points, so every point counts.
Yeah, he's got to get as many points as he can.
That should be the goal every week.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we got some guys out here that are points racers, and some are they just want to win. You know, and I can't blame them. Everybody wants to win. You know.
That's how you get the most points.
Yep. But I guess what I meant to say on that was, some people don't care about the points; they care about the win. All right, so that changed everything up a little bit. Joe Roberts will be starting outside the front row then. Thomas Brander 3rd, Galen Gidman 4th, Travis Townsend 5th, Daniel Smallwood 6th. That'll be the front 3 rows right there of drivers.
Now the 22's coming down pit road.
Wow. Now it's going to change again. Joe Roberts will get up there. Dang. Guys are changing lead like no tomorrow.
Everybody just wanting to lead a lap, get that bonus point.
I guess so. Well, looking at it, this is already caution number 2 for 8,
Get going,
8
Rudy.
laps. I will do it.
Lights are out.
Well, it started out to be about 28 drivers taken to the track, 28 or 29. Now we're down to, let's see, 26. Craig Hawkins, another one that's taken his car behind pit road.
Still got 102 laps to go.
Yes, sir. Joe Roberts.
Grab a beverage.
Joe
Sorry,
Roberts
Rudy, go
and Thomas Brander gonna get them going here.
Grab a beverage, folks. We're going to be here a while.
All right, pace car on pit road. Joe nails it, and Brander right there with him. And here comes Galen Gidman to the inside of Brander.
He's getting a big run, too, on that bottom. He's going to get the 24, too.
Boy, he drove it in there hard. Now Travis Townsend to the inside of Thomas Brander.
The Terminator.
Looks like he's going to take over 3rd with ease. And Daniel Smallwood right there in 5th.
Here comes Thomas Keene right behind him.
Yeah, Nathan Sedlick and then Thomas Keene. Keene to the inside of Sedlick. Oh, no, he gets into Sedlick.
We got a caution.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Keen owning up that one.
Yep. Looks like he was kind of almost on the edge right here, but going into turn one, he kind of kept Sedlick up high. Sedlick come down into him, actually. It's just the way I'm looking at it. I may be wrong on it. My job not to call whose fault it is, but he did. I guess they did kind of drift up into Sedlick. Yep. All right. That brings
Yeah,
us
just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much, you know.
Not much, but just enough to disrupt the car.
And this is
Oh.
caution number 3.
A little bit of contact there is going to hurt Nathan. He was all right till then. No resets in this league, right, Rudy?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
Well, Scott, if you want to talk to somebody, drag them up here and talk to them.
I'll let you handle that, Rudy. I usually let you handle the interviews. Want to talk to somebody?
Well, let's see. Yeah, Johnny Reed's down there.
There you go.
Yeah, great.
Ask him about his new record.
Johnny Reed Foley, you got a copy.
Hey, Rudy, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. What happened there, brother? How come you're not in there racing? Or you are now?
I'm in here. I'm just laying at the back. Don't want to get up in anybody's mess. If you notice, I'm letting everybody by. Just trying to keep the nose clean.
Yeah, probably a good thing. Well, Scott and I were wondering, when's your record coming out? I ain't got it yet.
The record will be coming out here for pre-order in early September, possibly actually late August. We finished it, I kid you not, today. And,
oh man.
I am so excited, Rudy. We're gonna have pre-orders available really soon. We're going to Bristol next week to perform at the racetrack for 3 days. We're playing on the Bass Pro Shop stage. A lot of great things going on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, we may not see you around racing too awful much. You get into the highlight like that.
You know, that's kind of why I'm here now, trying to soak it all up, is because I'm not sure how much more I'm going to get to do. There's no room for the wheel on the motorhome at the moment, but I'm going to find a way to make some room down the road. I promise you that.
Well, just don't forget where you came from and your friends, buddy.
Of course not, man.
No, I'm not going after. I don't want your money. I'm just saying. Don't forget your friends. You know, you get up there in the big world. You know, you just kind of lose track of your friends, and we don't want to see you do that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, Rudy. You know, right now I'm just enjoying the ride. There's so much great stuff going on, and
yes,
you know, I tell everyone that's watching who hasn't already followed me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and you can see a lot of stuff. There's clips of the songs here and there, and a lot of great stuff. We're excited.
I listen to all the ones you post on Facebook or whoever posts it for you. But how? Just, not to change the subject, but I'm kind of and getting back into the racing thing here. How's your car feeling?
This car is a rocket. I'll tell you now. We got something for a top 5 or so. Right now, I'm just trying to take good care of it. You see, if you're on me now, you'll see I'm coming down pit road. The objective is to keep this thing clean for the first half of the race. IWCR's had some really bad caution-filled races lately, and so we're going on a strategy of just keep the car with fresh tires in the back and wait for the right moment to actually start moving forward.
That's probably not a bad idea. I mean, we don't want to see that pretty Coca-Cola car all tore up out there, brother.
Hey, honestly, it's a beautiful ride. I actually painted this one myself, and
Wow.
very proud of it.
Heck yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah, it's running great right there. Been fortunate enough to be in a good lane to miss the car crashes that have happened and far enough back. Everybody's brake pads are working tonight. That's a great sign.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, we'll keep it intact, brother. We'll let you get back at it.
All right, bud. Hopefully we'll have a reason to talk to you again here soon.
All righty.
Well, I guess that answers the question about his new record.
Yes, sir. Late this
Well, get
month.
us going, Rudy.
Late this month or first part of next month. All right, Gidman up on the high side, but Joe Roberts is actually our leader. Pace car in, and Joe Roberts right on the throttle. Gidman right with him.
Yeah, we've seen everybody else be ready in the last couple of restarts. We haven't seen him jump out to that big, massive lead like they were on those first couple starts.
Yeah, definitely. Boy, Gidman right to the inside, but can he hold it? Washes up back up.
These boys will have to change when they go later in the race if they want to get the advantage.
Now Gidman got Brandner and Townsend. Oh, and them two almost get together. Brandner chases it up the hill and almost gets into the side of Brandner right there.
He kept it out of him, though. That was a good deal there by the 24. Smallwood and Keene are just sitting there looking to pounce.
Yep, Smallwood 5th place. And the thing about Keene, he was up there one time, got loose, and hopefully he adjusted that car. It looks like he's got it pretty fast right now. But new tires, can make a big difference. He drives on past Daniel Smallwood. That's our points leader going into 5th. Somebody coming off pit road there. I'm not sure who that is. Not sure who that is. Getting back up to speed.
Trying to find out John Batista.
Oh, yeah. Last week, 2nd place guy, Keene. Look at Keene on the inside. Well, looks like that's a lap down car. Excuse me.
Made it look good, though, didn't he?
He sure did. Well, he drives by Galen Gidman. That's who it was. And now here comes Daniel Smallwood to the inside of Gidman. He's got it. Can't quite wash up the hill in front of Gidman, but coming to the line, I think Gidman got him at the line. Jeffrey Porter back in 7th. Starting to get the car adjusted, maybe where it feels a little bit better for him.
Townsend's got one more spot to go, Rudy, and he'll be where he wants to be.
Yes, sir. He goes into 2nd. Now he's got about 0.6 of a second behind Joe Roberts, and Joe's been extremely well here, and he's out in that clean air, and that's got to make a big difference in how these cars feel. Go back in the field a little further here. Scott Hunsinger, 12th place. Now looking to the inside of Mike Vining, may have it. Mike got a little bit loose going into turn 3. That opened that bottom lane up. Hunsinger goes in. Paul Crumry. Justin Warner went by. I'm sorry, wrong way. I was looking at the list there.
And there's Johnny Reed Foley right behind these guys. Back here in 15th. Just taking it easy like he was talking about.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Tom Serrato, 16th. We seen earlier he had some nose damage on that car from getting into the back of Mark Robertson. We got Zach Miller, 17th. Calvin Troy in 18th. We haven't even talked about Calvin yet today. One of my other co-commentators. Pretty good too, Scott.
Yeah, I haven't met Calvin.
He's not quite as good as you yet, but He's in the training. He's in training.
Mike Vining with a great save there on the front stretch.
The whole back end of that car is gone. Calvin Troy gets by Zach Miller. Let's see, Mark Robertson back here now, 11.6 seconds back. And I'm not sure if that bump in the rear there that Tom Serrato gave him has upset that car, or if he's just kind of riding right now, but he's back in 19th, about 11.9 seconds back. And it looks like Randall Drake on pit road.
We got a change for second place, Rudy. Thomas Brander moves by Travis Townsend back into second place.
Yes, sir. Trying to find who that is. Kevin Spaulding coming to pit road. Looks like he has a little nose damage on that car, but unscheduled pit stop for Kevin Spaulding. It's a couple of laps down. But Joe Roberts still in the lead out here by 9/10 of a second.
Seems like things are starting to calm down a little bit, Rudy.
Could be. I think everybody's you got to, the first few laps here with that many cars out there, you got to get all the wrecking out of the way, and not saying anything bad about anybody, but get a few less guys on the track, and you're gonna have less cautions, no matter what. Townsend third place, Keene up to fourth, Porter fifth, Daniel Smallwood back to sixth place. I don't think he's done with Porter yet, though. He seems to be hanging right there with him. Eric Lambert calling Joe Roberts Fast Joe.
I like that, Fast Joe.
Heck yeah.
Or Smoking Joe.
I think we ought to maybe could get Eric Lambert up here to the booth with us and talk to him while we drag him up here. Eric Lambert, you got a copy?
10-4, Rudy, what's up?
Man, I'm telling you, you just cannot win for losing, can you?
No, I think it's the number, and I'm actually looking to do a number change, but that's neither here nor there.
I was going to suggest that a while back, and I think I remember hearing you say something about that before.
Yeah, generally it's my lucky number. I wore that number when I played football. I wore that number when I played baseball, and I wore that number when I used to race a short track in North Carolina when I was in the military. But I just can't win for losing with it in the IWCR.
I'm telling you, man. Well, pretty rough.
We got a caution, Rudy.
Looks like he got a caution.
Oh, Warner into the wall. Justin Warner. Oh, and he gets hit by Tom Serrato. Oh, no. Let's check this out here for a minute. Goes into the turn, gets by the number 37 of Sean Medling. Gets loose, and then Medling kind of taps him in the rear, sends him around, and then I think this is about where Tom Serrato coming around. We're going to go to the cockpit view of Tom Serrato here. He sees this coming up on in front of him, but I think it was kind of like he tried to take it low, but you don't know where a guy's going to go, and he does get tagged in the rear too. What the heck was that? Stephen Pearson, I think, got into the side of him. I'm trying to find it here. No, that would have been Calvin Troy got into the side of him. Everybody was trying to check up to steer around Tom, oh man, that was one heck of a hit right there. Trying to steer around Justin Warner because they didn't know what he was going to do. And Tom Serrato just happened to get side swiped there by Calvin Troy. Then the number 39 of John Batista. Man.
His night's over. He's smoking, heavily damaged.
It looks like Serrato on pit road. Joe Roberts bringing the ball to pit road here, guys. Well, Eric, I hate it that your night's over, brother, but there's no chance of you getting back out there?
The motor is pretty shot, and I'm not going to go out there and I'm not going to jeopardize, changing the outcome of this race. Team RPM, we put together a very fast set, and it's showing right now with, Joe Roberts and Branner out there flexing their muscles. And I mean, the 13 felt really good. I started dead last because I'm not real comfortable in the A car yet. And I mean, I drove to 18th or 19th, and then that situation just happened in front of me, and it was really nobody's fault. I just had nowhere to go from there, and the track kind of closed up on me. But we'll hit them hard next week. I'm gonna sit out tomorrow night because I don't think my wheel turns right.
Yeah, we were looking at next week, Martinsville. That's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, but I'm going to sit out in the truck because, like I said, I don't think my wheel turns right. So
yeah, they're going to Sonoma tomorrow night. Boy, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, I look for the RPM boys to be fast tomorrow night, and I'll sit in and I'll support them as much as possible. Just like, I wrecked out, I'm still sitting here and I'm still rooting for my teammates. So everybody watching, just watch that six car. He's fast and he's comfortable.
All right, Eric. Well, thanks for talking with us, brother. And sorry, man, you had another bad night tonight.
Hey, I did it to myself last week at Charlotte in the truck. I drove it in there thinking Johnny was going to stay on the gas, and then tonight, the track just closed up on me. I'm looking to do a number change. I think that's going to do me justice. We'll get that bad omen off the car.
I hope it does. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Randall.
What's up there, Rudy?
What happened there, brother? What happened to you?
This is becoming too much of a common thing for me lately. Come up here mid-race with you.
I know. What's going on with that?
The 4 and the 35 got together. I think the 4 chased the 35 up the track. I think he just drove it in too hard, and 35 had, coming down the track, I kind of had nowhere to go. I had either go to right. If I went right, I would have doored somebody. If I didn't, I'd T-bone him. So I tried to go as far left as possible, and he just slid down and caught me. There's nothing I can do. So it is what it is. Had a fast set tonight. I just would have got a little bit more seat time there, but just give some time here up in the broadcast spend some time up here in the broadcast booth with you and watch the rest of this race.
All right. Well, looks like Hunsinger going to pit road again. That gives the lead back up to Joe Roberts. Now Keene going to start on the outside of Roberts. Got a lot of guys up there that have been pretty hungry for that lead. Keene has yet to lead a lap. Townsend, last week's winner, has yet to lead a lap. Brandner's led 4.
Yeah, I was say, Rudy, the only thing about that 4 car, and nothing against Thomas, he's a great driver. But I don't know, for some reason I just don't feel as confident with him tonight as I normally do around him. He's usually pretty locked in, but driving very, very aggressively, and I don't know if he's got that car, firmed up underneath him as much as it seems. So I just keep an eye on that. That's my only in-race report I can give you right now based on the cars that are still out there.
That's just how Thomas Keene drives. He's always aggressive.
Yeah, but
aggressive.
There's a difference between being aggressive and being able to control your car and being aggressive and not being able to control your car. I'm just feeling like it's a little too loose for him. That's just my opinion, though. I have a ton of respect for him, so he's one of my admins.
Well, get us going, Rudy.
And 4. Ace car in. And green flag is out.
Keene's slow on the restart there.
Yeah, boy, Townsend with a great start.
Keene was sleeping.
Yes, he was. There ain't no doubt about that.
24 is going to get underneath him, too. 94 is looking to come with him. They're going to try to freight train him here.
Well, I'm kind of thinking that, what we've seen out of Keene, his sets are not real good on brand new tires, but after a couple laps they start coming in, and then they fall off quicker than a lot of other people's. In recent weeks, that's what we've been seeing. So I'm not sure if Thomas is not working on a long run setup or what's going on, but We'll see him turn up the heat here in just a few minutes, probably when he gets some laps on them tires.
Yeah, he's lights out. He's lights out in the truck, Rudy, no doubt. It's Gen 6, you know. I don't know if for some reason in Gen 6 he's there, then he's not there, then he's there. It's tough to say with this consistency, but he's in the top 5 right now, so kudos to him.
Mr. B there at the end, Stephen Pearson on the inside of Paul Crumry. There's a couple of good racers right there, but we've seen Stephen kind of falling back a little bit, but he washes up the hill in front of Paul Crumry, and Crumry comes right back around him on the inside. Oh, and they almost touched.
He's in the grass.
Crumry in the grass.
Good
Whoa.
save.
Yes, it was, but now he's got that grass on them tires. Got to get them cooled off a little. Loses a lot of spots. Johnny Reed Foley up to 12. Looks like
I said he was going to slowly start working his way towards the front, and that appears to be what he's doing.
Zachary Miller in 11th, Sean Medling 10th, and Nick Hunt up to 9th. Nick's really coming up. 3.1 seconds behind Joe Roberts, our leader. And don't look now, but here comes Travis Townsend.
Keen underneath Kidman back there for 4th.
Hasn't quite cleared him, but now's about when his tires start coming in. He's a little wiggly coming off of turn 2 and has to fall back in behind Gidman, though. Jeffrey Porter now on the tail of Thomas Keene. And Keene drives up on the high side and goes right on past Galen Gidman. And look at Daniel Smallwood up there. What happened to Gidman?
Now we've seen that a couple different times, Rudy. He starts to fall off as the run gets longer.
Yeah, Gidman got a little loose. He just said it over the radio there, Rudy.
Yeah. Brandner gets around Travis Townsend, goes into second place. Take Justin Warner out of the race and John Batista out of the race as well. So looks like Tom Serrato sitting on pit road. So we've got 19 cars out there on the track right now racing. Kevin Spalding the last one, but he is about 6 or 7 laps down. And it looked like Calvin Troy just got into the wall. Gets it going again, but he's going to lose a bunch of time.
Definitely lost a lot of cars at this point in the race. Started with 29.
Yeah. And now Calvin Troy loose off of turn 2. He's got to cool them tires down. Mike Mining the next one. He's in 16th place. Calvin Troy's the last one on the lead lap. Mark Robertson in 15th.
We got a spinner. It's Galen Gidman.
Uh-oh.
Caution is out, Rudy.
Oh, yes, it was Galen. I want to go back and watch that, though, just to see what happened here. Cause I'm not sure if he just got that. I guess he got that washout. Comes up on the side of Jeffrey Porter. Smallwood cuts over in front of him. And I think Gidman might have almost touched the wall. And then Smallwood up the hill. But Gidman was already
Smallwood
loose.
drifted into him.
Gidman was already loose before Smallwood touched him.
Yeah, a little love that finished him off.
Yes, it did. It just, Gidman went, he had already, oh man, he was loose already, but Smallwood washed straight up into him. Man, he might have saved that if Smallwood wouldn't have touched him. But so far, I haven't seen anybody hit Gidman. Everybody's steered clear of him, so he's going to lose.
Live to fight another day.
Lose a ton of positions.
From being Vegas, these boys sure haven't had much luck tonight.
Joe brings all the leaders to pit road, but Sean Medling staying out to lead a lap.
Those points are key, Rudy.
Yes,
Take
sir.
them when you can get them, especially if you know you're not going to finish in the top.
Gidman comes to a screeching halt in his pit road, or pit stall.
Looks like Brander's going to get off first.
Yes, sir.
Keen second.
Yep.
You should interview Joe Roberts and ask him about his crew because letting him down again.
To what?
I said you should interview Joe Roberts and ask him about his pit crew letting him down again. He's always complaining about his pit crew.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good one. Joe Roberts, you got a copy?
I got you, Rudy.
Hey, we got a question for you. What's up with your pit crew letting you down again?
They're a bunch of jabronis.
I'm telling you, you need to fire them all, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It's week after week. They had a good first pit stop, a 12.2, but I just had a 14.1.
Oh, man.
It's no big deal. The car's good. I'll get back up there.
Well, it is what it is. You know, you can't say any more about that. But you still come out third place here. That's probably going to be a good starting place. Now, if you could catch Thomas Keene sleeping like he was there the last caution, boy, the whole field just drove by him on the inside. He just was like sleeping on that restart. So, well, how's your car feeling out there? Because everybody's calling you Fast Joe, and you're extremely fast.
The car's totally hooked up. I have no problems with it at all. And the thing is, what's nice about it is these guys can keep up for a few laps, but then I just drive away because the car doesn't drop off. It was on that last restart, Keene, I knew was going to try and go early, so I just waited till he creeped up alongside me. That just nailed it, so he got shuffled back. So, but yeah, the car's really, really good. I like it. It's neutral, and I'm not driving it. I'm probably giving it about 7 out of 10 right now. I know I can go faster. I can go a lot faster.
Wow. Wow, well, man, I hope that all works out good for you. I know a win would really be a real kick in the pants right now for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, you know, I say all that, but how often does the fastest car win? I mean, honestly. So, I mean, we'll find out. I mean, I might be the fastest at lap 61, but who says what lap 125 is going to bring? I might not even be out here. Who knows? So I just hope that I can keep all 4 corners of the car, you know, free, and we'll be good to go and see where we end up.
All right, brother, we'll get back to work there, and I hope to see you in victory lane. That would be really awesome.
Thanks, man. I hope I get an interview.
All right, talk to you later, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks.
Well, Joe sounds, he's got a lot of confidence in that voice. I don't know if you guys heard it or not.
Oh, I heard it. He definitely sounds confident. Been out front all night. It's hard not to sound confident when you're in front of the pack all night.
Yeah, that 6 is hooked up. The question is does he have the luck to go with it? And Joe is always humble when it comes to that. You never know what's going to happen, and I like that attitude, you know. You need a little bit of luck on your side along with a good set most nights.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, luck's got to account for, you know, something, and especially being at Vegas, no better place to have good luck.
And there's been a lot of bad luck so far.
We'll get them going, Scott, but I'm going to look real quick here and see. This was caution number 5. We've been pacing
For how many laps?
For 20 laps.
Man.
Too many cautions. Too many cautions.
Yeah.
We're almost to the halfway point. Here we go, Rudy. Race car's off. And Branner goes just about as the green flag comes out. We're back racing at Las Vegas.
Keene wasn't
Keen a little
sleeping
better
that
that time. Yeah, a little better.
Yeah. But here comes
Roberts is
Fast
underneath
Joe.
him, though.
Yeah, here he comes.
Terminator's right there as well. Don't look now, but here comes Daniel Smallwood.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Travis is all over Keene.
Roberts will get by. He'll take the second spot. The 24 is driven away.
Boy, Townsend almost giving Keene a bump draft there on the front stretch.
Johnny Reed Foley making his way to the front, Rudy. 7th place now.
Right ahead of Scott Hunsinger. Stephen Pearson in 9th, Nick Hunt 10th.
And the 99's making a move on the 88.
Why, yes, he is. I'm not real with it tonight, Scott. It's probably going to be a whole lot worse tomorrow.
I understand.
My mother-in-law passed. I meant Randall. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
My mother-in-law passed away the other day, and she was the one that was living with us.
My condolences, man.
Well, thank you. The funeral is tomorrow, and it's going to be a very rough day for my wife. So it's been really rough the last couple days. You can ask God. It's been really rough. I know.
I've been there, Rudy. I know what it's like. I just lost my dad a couple weeks ago, so.
The guys have all.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Thanks. Yeah, it's not a fun thing.
No,
I lost mine 10 years ago. I know how it feels. Sorry to hear that, man.
Guys they've all been hearing me blubber, but you know they all understand, and man, I thank every one of them for understanding. It's just a tough thing, you know. And she lived with us. We had 8.5 really good months with her living with us here, and it was just a sudden thing. She had an aneurysm, and we didn't know it. And you know, they say a stroke may have led to it and had an aneurysm, and it killed her brain, and she laid in the hospital for about a day and a half until her body just finally gave out. So
I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe she's in a better place right now, though.
thank you. Yes, she is.
At least that's what they say anyway.
Yep.
I'm hoping that's the case.
Well, she didn't suffer, and that's a good thing. We didn't want her to suffer.
Keene just spun out.
Yeah, he's wrecking.
Oh, they're bringing
Caution.
back the caution. It looks like he just hit the wall coming out of the turn. I'm right on this right now. Let's see what happens. I think I've seen or heard him hit the wall. Just coming out of turn 4 right there, and it just went right up the hill, right in front of Daniel Smallwood and Jeff Porter. And he kept it off of them guys. Wow.
Yeah, he did. That was an awesome job doing that.
Yeah, I think at a
It looked
time
like he was going to come. Go ahead, Rudy.
in a time like that, you'd better off just taking it to the right so you don't take somebody out with you.
Yeah, for a second there, it looked like he was going to come down and get into him, but yeah, he kept it out of their way, and man, great job. Tough break, but great job.
And it doesn't even look like there's a ton of damage on that thing either. His splitter's messed up, though, on the right side.
I had Robert Riley with MaxSpeedTV 2 broadcasted the race for me last night, as we just got the news yesterday morning at 6:40 that she passed away 20 minutes before that. So we were, man, it was a rough day yesterday and rough day today. Well,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Brander coming in and Townsend, so that's going to give the lead back up to Joe Roberts. Daniel Smallwood staying out. Wow, look at this.
It's a strategy here.
I think I want to get Daniel Smallwood up here and talk to him. It's been a while since I've talk to him during a caution. Daniel Smallwood, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, you stay out here. Was that a good move, and how's your car running?
I don't know if that was a good move, but we'll just try what we can, and we're running to fix that. So I think we're doing pretty good for the fix.
The fix that?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, we had a set, but we just found the fix that faster and more consistent.
Oh, okay. Well, you haven't got up there and led a lap yet, and I was looking here. Thomas Keene, our points leader, has not led a lap either. What's up with that?
I think he's done.
Oh, is he done? Oh, what?
Well, he hit the wall pretty bad, but I don't know.
He's pulling out on the racetrack now, there, Rudy.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
he's still in the fight.
I was going to say, I didn't think he got that much damage. Nobody hit him, or he just tapped that wall.
Well, you
He
can tell
looks
he's
pretty
mad to me. Well, I don't know. He's a teammate.
Yeah, I think he did.
Playing you there, Daniel. He's coming back for you.
He did get a little front damage from when he tried to keep it off of everybody, and he did a great job. Good piece of driving by him. But well, good luck out there, Daniel. You're going to be restarting here on the outside of Joe Roberts. They call him Fast Joe. So let's see how you do against him.
Yeah, we'll see how this fix that does. I think we got something for him.
Well, Mom and Dad in chat, and they're rooting you on, brother.
Yep, we'll see what we can get.
Well, they were saying you're glad to be back racing. Is that true?
Oh, I'm glad. I'm very glad.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a fine young gentleman right there.
Fast, too.
Yep, very fast.
Well, get us going, Rudy.
Well, they got another lap here. Yeah, I guess I'll be hitting the old hay as soon as I get done with this. I won't be hanging.
I just wanted to comment and say, I'm really thankful, Scott, you've been able to help Rudy these last few weeks. You've been doing an awesome job accompanying me here in the booth. So appreciate all you guys have been doing.
No problem, brother. I appreciate you letting me come over and broadcast the races. I like doing this.
You've been great addition to the booth for sure.
As I get more comfortable with all the drivers, it'll be a little smoother for me. I'm learning everybody, so I know some of these guys, but I don't know all of them.
And Scott does a really good job in the booth with me. I love having him in here, man. He's a good co-commentator.
I used to be so nervous when I used to do this. Now I just come call a race with you.
There you go. That's what I always try to tell him. Calvin Troy, he's been helping out a little bit, and a couple other guys, and I told him just relax. We're just two buds in the booth talking about the race is all we're and
that's it.
Yeah, it takes you a little while to get over that nerves, but I didn't. I a couple, maybe about 4 or 5 races, and I was good to go after that.
Took me a good season.
All right. Joe Roberts going to bring him to the line. Smallwood on the outside. Pace car getting ready to drop onto pit road. And I'm sure Joe's not going to waste any time. No, he's holding him back. There he goes.
Ooh, Smallwood spun him big time.
Yeah, he did.
We're gonna lose a lot of spots.
That opened the door for Townsend to get in there. Takes over that
and about
spot.
5 other guys.
Foley into third. Look at Foley.
Yeah, well, he said he was going to time it right and start moving when he felt it was time to go. And I guess it was time to go.
Yep, Hunsinger underneath Smallwood. And here comes Jeff Porter now.
Getting stacked up a little bit back here, big pack. Smallwood's dropping.
Boy, they were 3 wide back here. Gidman now to the bottom. Underneath, Paul Crumrye takes up 9th spot.
Oh, we're wrecking Johnny Reed Foley.
Uh-oh.
Can't tell who it is with him. No caution.
No caution. Who was that? Who was that?
Townsend and him. I don't know if, Townsend hit him or he hit him or what. I'm not sure there.
Looks like Townsend underneath Foley. And, oh yeah, Townsend comes up into Foley, it looks like. Go back and watch this from a different camera angle. I'm like I said, I'm not an admin or anything. Foley was loose right there, but Townsend did come up into Foley.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough one right there, Rudy.
Yep. It just, nowhere else to go.
Caution.
Yeah, Townsend's like there's no space there, so it's tough.
And now we get Kelvin Troy spinning out. Oh, that's what brings out the caution here. Oh, he was driving it into 3, really out of shape. Let's see what he does here coming out of turn 4. Okay, he was trying to keep it down. Boy, he is really out of shape right there. Cannot get the car under control. I guess he finally did, but somebody else spins right up ahead of him. That was Zachary Miller? No, that was Sean Medling. Sean gets into the wall hard coming off of 4.
Yeah, it's tough to call on that other wreck there, Rudy. It honestly looks like Townsend's car kicked right somehow. I don't know.
Yep.
It's really weird.
Yeah, and you know we've in the last recent weeks here, some of the races, and I think Scott was in a couple of them with me, that we've been seeing some really weird things that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, I just account the internet and iRacing and there's just things you can't control.
GAC, if you remember, Scott, the net coding that was in there was weird stuff. The guys were 5-6 feet apart, and they'd be net coded and wrecking and stuff, and just weird things. And you know, I'm, for lack of knowing exactly what it is that's causing it, I'm gonna have to say it could be them working on the backside of the website, because I know they are coming up with the new stuff here probably in the next the next build, 4 or 5 weeks away, and they could be doing some stuff.
I feel like iRacing just keeps going back and back and back with the things that they're doing. I mean, I have all sorts of issues when I exit out of the server every single week where my computer locks up, and they did something with the code, and it's screwy. I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing that, maybe because my computer's not like super new or what, but I've never had a problem up until this last build.
Well, I think it probably depends on what browser you're using. Maybe, I don't know what browser you use, Scott.
I've always used Chrome, and I've never had a problem.
Yeah. See, and I can't use Chrome for broadcasting. I get a tick in it, and it went away for a while, and now it's back. So I've always used Firefox. I've been using Firefox for quite a while now, and it seems to be really, really good. Now, I have tried Internet Explorer before, and it works pretty good.
Well, I have the same problem no matter what browser I'm in. Maybe it's just my computer. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Could be computers are pretty bad. I put Windows 10 on my old PC. I like it. I'm just waiting to see if anybody's using Windows 10 for broadcasting, and if they do, maybe here in the next month or two, I might think about upgrading this computer to Windows 10.
Well, I know Michael Gonzalez is having all sorts of problems right now with his computer, and he just upgraded.
Yeah.
That's why I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for them to get all the bugs worked out of it. No need to rush.
Well, they apparently put a new engine in my car, so I'm gonna go pick up a couple positions.
All right, buddy.
All right, Scott, I think it's your turn. Get them going.
10-4, Rudy.
Got another lap here. Caution. Let's take a look at summary here. This is caution number 7 for 27 laps. Ouch.
Hopefully we can start clicking off some green flag laps here. It'll be 1 a.m. before you know it. And my Oakland Raiders are coming on at 1 a.m.
As a Bronco fan, I just found out I don't like you, Scott.
Oh, man. You're a Bronco fan?
Yes, sir. Die hard my whole life.
Wow.
You from there?
I am not. I used to be. I was a John Elway fan back in the days when he was playing in Stanford, and watched him get drafted by the Yankees as a pitcher. And when he ended up going to the Broncos, I just kind of followed him there. I really wasn't into pro football when I was a kid until then. So that's how I became a Bronco fan.
Yeah, I was a John Elway fan when I was a kid, up until I watched Joe Montana put the hurt on him in that Super Bowl. My dad was a 49er fan, and that was the third Super Bowl I watched Elway get walked all over, and I was like, you know what? I think I need a new team.
I think you might have went the wrong way, though, on that one.
For now. There will come a day when the silver and black is on top again, and that will be the sweetest beer that I've ever tasted in my life.
Well, those were the days, Montana, because I was a 49er fan. And, man, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, oh, my God. They were bad to the bone.
Yes, sir. Jerry Rice, the greatest of all time.
Yep.
The GOAT. The lights are out, Rudy.
I don't know what he's doing anymore.
Just being Jerry Rice. When you're Jerry Rice, you really don't have to do anything.
This is true.
He's got it made. Pace car's off. Joe waited a little bit, but not too long.
Oh,
he's off. We got a
Smallwood.
spinner already.
Smallwood.
No caution.
Nope, but down
He
on the
saved
grass. Man, just smoking
He
the
falls
tires.
falls to the tail end.
14th place.
Man. Just like that.
Yes, sir.
Still time, though.
Travis Townsend out of the race. Wow.
Yeah. Heading over to Caesars.
Brandner to the inside of Crumry. Takes over that position. Right in behind Galen Gidman.
It is getting racy.
Yes, it is. We're down under 45 to go, so Jeff Porter coming alive here, and boy, did he close the gap on Paul Crumry. Inside of Paul. Got to be careful coming off of turn 4, though, and he keeps it off of him. Crumry keeps him pinched straight down there.
Look at the 24 all over the 94.
And,
oh, there goes the 24. Inside wall. Will he save it? Yes, he did.
Saved it. Man.
It's going to cost him a lot of spots, though.
Yeah, he's going to go back there with Daniel Smallwood here in a minute.
Yeah.
Smallwood drives on by Brandner. Mark Robertson up to 12th.
Still a long way to go for these guys, though. 40 laps to go.
Yes, sir. Long ways to go. Randall Drake there back in 23rd, but looking to pick up a few places back out on the track. 42 laps down.
Don't remind me of that.
Sorry. Huntsinger.
Just kidding.
All over Joe Roberts. Look at this. It could be a... Boy, he took a look like he was going to make a pass for the lead. Gidman reeling these guys in.
We've seen Gidman have some issues over the longer run, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's adjusted on that and made it a little bit better. Seems like it's a little bit better than it was earlier. But he's still losing positions. There goes Jeffrey Porter by him.
Yep, back to fourth he goes. Thomas Keene, don't look now, but here comes Keene again. He just won't go away. He's like a gnat at a barbecue. He won't go away.
Gnat at a barbecue. That's good.
Gidman almost lost it there coming out of 4. He saved it.
Nick Hunt. Now, we haven't seen
Ooh,
Nick.
Johnny Reed Foley right in the middle of the track. Whoa, and that's going to cost Joe Roberts a lead here, Rudy.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Hunsinger to the inside. And he may have Joe at the line. It looks like he's got him.
He does.
Hunsinger leading
Here
yet
goes the
another one.
99.
Boy, that it just seems like Joe was good out there in clean air, but boy, once he gets in dirty air, he's just not that fast. Fast Joe doesn't become as fast when he's in dirty air. Interesting. He's still got a fast car, though.
I was
Clean
going to
Joe.
say, he ain't fading.
And look at that, all 3 Camrys up in the front. I think they need to, iRacing needs to look at that. I think they got the Toyotas cranked up higher than the Chevys. They got more horsepower. Now Joe all over the tail of Hunsinger. Oh,
Better
Joe
tire
goes,
hacks.
Joe goes way up high. That opens the bottom up for Jeff Porter. Man, I thought that we were going to see a pass there for a minute. Keene starting to reel in Gidman now. Now you want to talk about a horsepower hack? There you go. Look at this, man. He just keeps closing that gap. He's got that car working pretty good, but as we've seen in the past there, Scott, that he does not seem to have his car set up to run the long run. He can run like a probably about 3/4 of a run really good, and then boy, he fades off quicker than some of the other guys. So we'll keep an eye on him, as now he's only about 4/10 off the bumper of Galen Gidman for 4th place.
Yeah, he's coming. Look, ooh, caution is out. Just as the 99 was going for 2nd, caution comes out.
Oh, we've seen a couple of them into it. Oh, I don't think that was the one. Evan Schroeder. But we'll go back and look. I don't think he was the one that brought that caution out. Somebody spun in front of him. Actually.
Calvin Troy said he got loose. I just heard him on the radio.
Yeah, I'm going to go to him because I think that's who. Yeah, see, this was right off of turn 4 right here. Brandner just barely got by him. Oh my. Yep, and he spins it sideways right in front of traffic. That's what brings out the caution, and he gets hit by Kevin Spaulding. And Evan Schroeder. Man, he gets like double whammied right there.
Poor Evan has not been able to avoid a wreck since he started racing with us. I feel so bad.
Man, I'm telling you. Well, see, okay, we already talked to Joe. How about we maybe see if we can get a word in with Hunsinger? Where's he at? There he is. Scott Hunsinger, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Well, listen, I'm going to wait till you're done with your pit, and then I'll talk to you, okay?
All right, 10-4.
Sorry, I didn't realize you guys were coming to pit road. If you look there, Scott, Mike Vining stays out to lead his first lap of the race.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah, one that slipped through and got the win here a couple weeks ago. But anyhow, Scott, we were just talking here, and I kind of got a good question for you. Your car feel better in the clean air once you get out front?
No, when I got in front of Joe there, it got real tight on me. So I felt better just getting back behind him instead of slowing everybody up.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that's kind of interesting. Because it seemed like once you got by him, Joe could catch up to you and stay behind you, but he never really took a chance to get by you. So I'm just kind of wondering maybe if he's starting to feel that way too. Once he was in behind in that dirty air, if his car felt better. I didn't get a chance to ask him, but so that's good to know. That's good to know. I always kind of thought that maybe the cars felt better in the clean air.
Yeah, it might just be, I mean, this is a kind of one-car operation this week, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to work on it in traffic or anything. That's why I kind of chose to go to the back a lot in the beginning, just kind of playing with things.
Yep. Well, you're going to be restarting third. You think you got enough to get back up there and get in the lead and battle it up there with Joe and Jeff?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can stay with him. I'm not worried about that. Whether I can get by him or not, we'll see. I think I might be a little better on a longer run.
Very good, very good. All right. Well, we'll let you go back at it and wish you good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, so Joe's staying at, let's see, he's led 60 laps today, Scott, so that's pretty doggone good.
Yes, sir. Galen Goodman has led 11, and Thomas Brenner has led 17.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Brander getting up there and leading some laps like that, that's awesome. Medling's led 1, Mike Mining's led 1.
Hunsinger's led 5.
Yep. So we've had quite a few leaders. I was going to look and see 15 lead changes. 15 lead
6
changes.
different leaders.
Yeah. Doesn't give me that. But I guess that's what it would be, yeah.
6 different leaders.
Yep. So, all right, we're about ready to go back green flag. Michael Gonzalez in chat. Hey, Michael, good to see you in chat.
Get us going, buddy.
10-4. Well, we're clicking down the laps here, Scott, so you can go watch your, what was it? What was
Football.
it? Football, okay.
Someone said to me the other night, Scott, preseason football is like kissing your sister.
It kind of is, but it's the first game. So, it's the first time you get to see the boys in a while, so.
Yeah, you watch it for 5 minutes the first series, and then you can shut your TV off.
No, I'm going to watch the whole thing. I'll be up all night. I'm a diehard. Especially if they do well, I'll definitely watch it.
All right.
Here we go, Rudy.
Let's go green flag racing here, boys. Pace car in. Joe just nails it there. Good
No waiting
job.
that time.
No, sir. Jeff Porter. Under fire by Scott Hunsinger. Thomas Keene right there. 4th position.
Yeah.
And here comes Galen Goodman to the bottom. He's everything but pushing Hunsinger. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide and Hunsinger getting together. Oh, he's getting together with a bunch of them. Don't tell me my jinx is back.
And look who's back up there, Rudy. Daniel Smallwood. He's a little loose right now, but he's back up there.
Yes, sir. And Brander, look at Brander coming back. He gets
Tough
by
break for the 94.
Yeah, definitely. Pearson, Mr. B there at the end in 5th place. Keen coming back now, battling with Daniel Smallwood. Daniel,
Nick Hunt right there behind him.
yeah, Daniel said he was running the fixed setup, and man, he's running awesome for running the fixed setup, I'm telling you.
Look at Mike Vining up there with these boys.
I know it. Back in 10th place.
Mark Robertson, we haven't talked about him. He's still out there. He's hung in this fight.
Yes, sir. 13th place. He's been hanging right in about the 12th, 13th position. 5.1 seconds back, and we're under 25 to go.
Done a good job avoiding all the carnage thus far.
Yeah, the only scratch he's got on that car is where Tom Serrato bumped him in back when he checked up to avoid that wreck. And Tom didn't see, I don't think he's seen the wreck up ahead of him. Randall Drake picking up a few positions. And Tom Serrato back out on the track now. Boy, that car is toast. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, that car's definitely seen better days. Doesn't even have a front bumper. It looks like the engine's half going.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what that looks like out the windshield. Oh, that looks ugly.
Definitely ain't having a problem cooling that thing off.
Nope. Boy, he's putting a lot of wheel into it, too, to get that thing to turn.
I bet he is.
Man, he's putting a 90-degree turn on it just to go around these turns.
It feels like pushing a dumpster down the road.
Oh, I'll bet. Might as well be driving a wheelbarrow around there. Okay, so back up front, Joe Roberts, Jeff Porter right on his tail. Oh man, that's a tough break for Michael Gonzalez. Wow, his wheel, we can't find a profiler for it. Brandner, 3rd place. Pearson in 4th now. Look at this. Mr. Be There at the End's going to be there at the end today. I hope.
Don't jinx him, Rudy.
I probably shouldn't have said that. Paul Crumrye. Look at this. Top 5 for Paul Crumrye today.
Having a hell of a run, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Going to be 20 to go next time by.
Thomas Keene's back here in 6th. Nick Hunt's right on his bumper.
Yeah, another good run here for Nick Hunt, man. This is really good to see up. He's experienced a lot of issues as of late, and it's good to see him running good. Hunsinger back to 8th place, because I guess I jinxed him when I talked to him. Doggone it. Zachary Miller in 9th, and Daniel Smallwood, the top 10.
Man, we haven't talked about the 81 a whole lot tonight, but he's hung in there. He had a moment early on in the race where he actually caused an incident, and he's recovered from that, worked his way back into the top 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he caused one of them early cautions. He wasn't the cause of it, but he caused someone to go up the track into someone else.
Kudos to my pit crew. I think I got a brand new car out here.
Uh-oh. Thing feeling pretty good, is it?
Yeah, it just stinks that I'm 42 laps down, Rudy.
You still got a little bit of damage on it. It's got some bumps and bangs and scrapes, and I see you got some Band-Aids on it, some 200-mile-an-hour tape, and you're good to go.
There you go.
Maybe you'll get a John Elway Miracle, the drive.
It's too late for that.
Fast Joe pulling away from Jeffrey.
Throw it in there.
Fast Joe pulling away from Jeffrey Porter. And they're about 2 seconds ahead of Thomas Brandner. Back here in the field, Nathan Sedlick running a couple laps down, 14th place. Mike Vining, last one on the lead lap, 13th, has led a lap, so he does get the bonus point for leading a lap.
I was actually still a Broncos fan when he pulled that on Warren Moon and the Oilers.
Sean Medling in 11th. He's been kind of hanging in there. He's got a lot of damage on the nose of that car, but he's still running really fast. He's right ahead of Randall Drake here. Randall 42 laps down. Tom Serrato back out, picks up a few positions, and he goes into 21st. Justin Warner back out on the track. 23rd position, looking to pick up a couple of places.
Everybody's starting to get really spaced out now, Rudy.
Yeah, 15 laps to go. Yeah, and it doesn't look like anybody close to each other. Thomas Keene, Nick Hunt, and Scott Hunsinger. This is about the best battle on the track right now.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Remember Hunsinger there just a few laps ago? I don't even remember what happened to him.
Smallwood a little loose coming out of the corner.
Oh, Keene almost gets Nick Hunt right there. Nick Hunt almost gets Keene, I guess.
Ooh, Mike Finding loose, almost into Mark Robertson, but held on to it.
Good job.
Smallwood's losing track position.
He goes back to 11th.
Joe Roberts is looking like the man to beat now, Rudy.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's out there 1.3 seconds ahead of second place Jeff Porter and pulling away easily. He said his car was really good on the long run earlier there, so I think we're seeing it now.
He said he could go faster, and it appears he is going faster.
I think we ought to start nicknaming him Front Row Joe.
Works for me.
I don't think they want to, though. That's kind of like a copycat thing, so Fast Joe works for me. Works for me. Fast Joe. And he's just on a rail right now. Just cruising. Another 4/10 he clicks off. Porter back 1.7 seconds behind him. And if he's not careful, Brandner's starting to close on him.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's clicking a tenth off here and there, maybe a couple of tenths a lap. And it won't be long, he'll be right up there. But is there enough time for him to get there and getting by Joe? That's going to be the question. Stephen Pearson, 4th place. Paul Crumry, 5th. And he's going to have company here. He's going to have a bunch of company. Nick Hunt in 6th place. Scott Hunsinger, 7th. They all get by Thomas Keene. Zachary Miller now going by Thomas Keene. So that damage is showing on Keene's car now.
Yep, starting to affect him.
Unfortunate because Keene's such a good racer, man. Oh man, for him to fall back like that. Let's see. He's going to lose. He's probably going to lose the point lead because Hunsinger did get by him, and that would give him a couple of extra points on Keene. And all he needs is 2 points to pass him. So right now, we could be looking at a tie for the lead.
Oh, we still got some laps to go here.
No, we won't.
Anything can happen.
Hunsinger has led a lap. So no, he would take over the lead. They're tied right now. That if they, no, I'm sorry, he would be 1 point ahead of Keene right now if they finish in that order.
He just moved up a spot.
Yep.
Crumry's dropping. Nick Hunt's moved up into 5th place, Rudy.
Yeah, that's pretty good for him, man. I'm telling you, man, that's awesome. I'm glad to see Nick running that good. Maybe he found his niche here on these 1.5 mile tracks. You know, they are. Some people don't like these 1.5 mile tracks, but I'll tell you what. Crumry
again.
Crumry into Keene.
One more time.
Let's go back and watch that because this isn't going to end the race. Or they're still going to get back under green.
Yeah, Joe Roberts didn't want to see that, but we are going to have a shootout. Will that finish off the 4-car?
See, now Crumry comes out, and it looked like Zachary Miller was a little loose right in front of him, and Crumry, I don't know if that took the air off of Crumry's car or what, But he was all out of shape, and boy, that collected Thomas Keene. Keene goes into the wall. A bad night for our points leader tonight.
Yes, sir. That'll definitely shuffle up the points now.
Hey, Rudy, how many more laps to go in this race?
Coming to 6.
All right, 10-4. I'm probably going to pull off, so I don't screw any of these guys. Finish this up. Can't get any more positions.
Everybody coming to pit road now. Joe and Jeff. Brandner staying out. Oh, a little gamble there, huh?
You think these guys will take 2 or 4?
I would take 4.
Yeah, I want 4.
A lot of guys stayed out.
Well, then that would definitely take 4, because if them guys stayed out on them older tires, you bet. I'll go right by them with 4 freshies, as Ed calls them, freshies. Huntsinger getting out ahead.
Goods.
Huntsinger and Porter both getting out ahead of Joe. Whoa. Another long pit stop for Joe. What's going on with that pit crew?
I wasn't joking when I told you that before, Rudy.
I'm telling you.
He should fire his pit crew.
He should. He's got a ton of people to get by. I don't really want to talk to anybody right now because they've got a lot of concentration to do right now, and I ain't gonna jinx anybody.
Plus, we don't want the MaxSpeedTV hex to be thrown on anybody. Let these guys finish at the green.
I thought maybe I'd hexed Scott Huntsinger from talking to him earlier, but he seems to be okay right now. He's in the top 5. And whether he wins it or not, I think he is going to take over the lead because Keane's back in 13th position. And he's got a lot of damage on that car now.
I'll tell you what, Joe Roberts can't be feeling too good right now. This is only going to be about a 3-lap shootout. He's sitting back there in 8th spot now. A lot of people in front of him.
Well,
a lot of traffic to have to work through.
Yeah, I think maybe he was thinking that everybody was going to come to pit road.
It didn't work out that way.
No, there was a few guys did, but the guys that stayed out there, Thomas Brandner, Stephen Pearson, Mark Robertson, Daniel Smallwood, them guys all stayed out. And I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see how this is. I think we're looking at about a 3-lap shootout.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's enough, Rudy, to get back up front. I mean, yes, he's got 4 fresh ones, but that's a lot of traffic to navigate through.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And them boys ain't just going to pull over and say, go on by.
No.
The guys up front are definitely not going to pull to the side for sure. Especially, Brandner, who's just as pretty close to being as fast as Roberts, so.
What about Mark Robertson up there in 3rd place, Rudy? What a night for Mark.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was looking at that, looking to see. He started 28th today, and here he is running in 3rd.
Yep. He just kind of rode around in the back all night, just kind of avoided all the carnage. And he's a hell of a driver, and here he is in key position late in the race. He'll be starting on the bottom behind the 24.
He had a couple close calls, but he managed to get around all that stuff.
Get us going, Rudy.
The interesting thing there, Rudy, is I don't know if he's as fast as some of these guys behind him. So,
right. Well, Brandner Pearson gonna be starting them.
Sounds like Joe Roberts just waved the white flag there.
That's what it sounded like. Hey, what did I say? Sometimes it takes a little bit of luck too, And
yeah.
I don't know if the pitch strategy was smart there, but never know. Listen, you never know. This is racing. You never know.
16 lead changes, 9 cautions for 35 laps, and we're going to have a 3-lap shootout.
Too many cautions for Las Vegas.
Yeah.
This race is going to end at the perfect time. I'll get up from this chair to go to the other chair.
There you go.
Hopefully you got a nice cold one waiting for you, Scott.
Oh, yes, I'll stop at the refrigerator along the way. Hit the detour to the right, but that's all right. It'll be well worth it. Get us going, Rudy.
Pearson laying back just a little, waiting to see what Brandner's going to do, if he's going to go on the pace car, and he does not. Oh, Oh!
Mark Robertson almost spun him, but he held on
did.
to it. Checked everybody up, though.
Oh, my. And that's just what Branner wanted to see because he is pulling away.
And Joe Roberts wanted to see that too because now he just took advantage of that. He got 3 spots on that.
Yes, he did. He's going to go into 5th place.
Don't be surprised if he doesn't get a podium either.
Yep, Jeffrey Porter. Oh, look at him. Here he comes. Here comes Joe. Fast Joe. Yep. Up to 4th.
Caution is out.
Oh, my. That's going to end it. Oh, Huntsinger. I don't know what happened there. Let's go see what happened. They looked like they were going to go 3 wide. Oh, he gets really squirrely out in a turn.
I would have loved to seen that, how that finished under green.
Oh, I know it. That would have been amazing. Oh, right there is Mike Vining gets into the back corner of Huntsinger.
RPM going to take it home 1, 2, 3, 4, Rudy.
Wow. So Branner. Man, this is wild here. Branner going to win it. Coming to get the white flag this time. Pearson, Mr. B there at the end on the podium. Jeffrey Porter 3rd, Joe Roberts 4th, Daniel Smallwood with a 5th place finish for Daniel Smallwood. Awesome.
After the night he had, I'm sure he'll take that.
I'm a big Smallwood fan. Sorry. I root for Daniel. 5. I root for Daniel, man. He's such a good driver and so respectful. And just a fine young gentleman, I'm telling you. All right, one more to go. White flag in the air. Sedlick getting his lap back, so he'll finish on the lead lap in 13th place. Awesome.
Right on. That's got to feel good.
Yeah. I always like to get my laps back, you know. I want to be on the lead lap.
I was going to say, it just feels good to finish on the lead lap.
Yeah. Well, Scott, anytime you want to go, that's fine. I can finish up.
I'll hang around.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get first. You get second, and I'll get third. You want to do that?
Yes, sir.
You want to do first, and I'll do second, you do third.
No, I'll just do second tonight.
Okay. All right, let me see if I can get Branner here, find him. He gets ready to cross the finish line. Gonna be our winner here tonight at IWCR Gen 6 Series. Congratulations to Thomas Branner. We'll get down here just a second and talk to him.
See a TeamSpeak. I'll bring him into the TeamSpeak room.
Yeah, sure. Thomas Branner, you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Well, congratulations on your victory here tonight at Las Vegas, Thomas. I know you probably didn't, you were pulling away
you can say it. You can say it.
You were pulling away, okay, but, you had a lot of guys coming, and could you have held off Fast Joe there? Because he was coming like a freight train. Could you think you could have held him off if it would have stayed green?
The short answer to that is no way. The guy, he had a great car, the best car tonight. We all know it. I think everybody in the field knows it. Just, that caution there, I felt like it was a win-win for me. I stay out. I felt like I'd get a top 3. If I came in, I didn't know what to happen. So it was kind of like an unpredictable versus what I could control. And still glad for this team 1, 2, 3, 4, but what a race, man. We're still riding that momentum.
That's right, man. That was an awesome finish. I mean, I hated to see the caution come out because like we were just talking before we drug you guys up here, it would have been really awesome to see how that would have ended up, being Fast Joe was coming up through there. Jeffrey and Steven were right there. Man, it would have been really cool to see how it would have ended. But congratulations. It was
Yeah,
just
I really wish we could have seen the end too. You know, they were coming. We were coming to two to go there. I think both of them would have got me, and I think it would have been a fun battle to see Jeffrey and Joe battle that one out. But we're going to give all the credit here tonight to Joe. Man, what a setup he put up under this car, the whole RPM team, and it shows in the finishing order. So I can't thank these guys enough. And last person I want to thank is my dad, man. He went through a lot this past week, had another stent put in his heart. He's doing great. His heart feels better. So keep him in your prayers, and I appreciate him watching tonight, man. I know he's excited.
all right. Well, just tell him not to get too excited. Jesus, don't want to blow that stent out right away.
I know it, man. Well, thank you guys so much for the broadcast, man. I love it.
Okay. Anybody else you want to shout out to real quick? I know you gave a lot of your thanks out already, but anybody else you want to say hello to or anything special watching?
My girls at home with me, you know, Becca and Emma, love them to death. Thank them for allowing me to be able to do this every week. And the team, you know, they take full credit every week when we get a win. I mean, they do all the work here. So, and Joe, this guy's going to get a win sooner. It's almost like he's snake bitten. It's like every time it gets taken away from him, this guy deserves one, and it's coming. He just got to keep his head up. The guy's fast. So, thank you guys for everything, man. Have a good one.
All right. Well, congrats again there, Thomas.
Give you.
Scott, you got second place, Stephen Pearson?
Steven, you got a copy, buddy?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Hey, Steven, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been?
Pretty good, brother. How you been?
Not too bad. You finished up right where you started tonight, man. You avoided all that carnage. Tell us about your race tonight.
Oh man, truthfully, like I was telling Rudy before the race started, this setup, they worked, and I practiced with it, and I just could not get it dialed in. I don't know why, but I couldn't get it to run what they were running. And then finally, I don't know, about halfway through that race, I finally figured out a pretty good line with it and got lucky. I dodged a bunch of wrecks. A second. I'm happy for Thomas for getting that win. That was nice.
Big points night for you. You came into the ninth race 13th in the points. That's going to help out tremendously. I'm not sure where you guys are going next week, but we're going to see you next week.
Oh, yeah. I'm here every week unless for some ungodly reason I got to work too late. But, yeah, I'm here every week.
Martinsville next week.
That's right, Martinsville.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe you won't be here next week, huh?
No, I'll be here. I just might not finish.
You got anybody you want to thank tonight, Steven?
Oh, yeah, I want to give a shout-out to Thomas for that win. Shout-out to Joe Roberts. I mean, it was a setup that some of the other guys had worked on with him, but he put the final finishing touches on it, and it was great. It was a really good setup. And, hey, for RPM tonight, it was a heck of a finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, not bad at all.
Not too bad for not feeling comfortable with your line until halfway through the race either.
Yeah, no doubt. And I appreciate you guys for putting on the broadcast. That had to be entertaining because at the end of that race, if that would have stayed green, it was fixing to get hairy.
Oh, yeah. It looked like it had been hairy for like 20 to 30 laps.
Yeah, it was fun, though. It was fun. I had a blast. And plus finishing second kind of helps the feeling just a little bit.
I bet it does. That beer tastes a little sweeter tonight. Go crack you open a cold one, Steven.
Oh, yeah, well, I've had enough of them already. I think after this last one I'm done, I'm going to bed.
All right, Steven. Thanks, buddy.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Good job, Steven. Ready?
All right, Scott, if you got to leave, go ahead, brother. I can finish up.
All right, guys.
All right, Jeff Porter, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, as Steven said, RPM 1, 2, 3, 4. That's got to make you feel really good to be in that third spot on the podium tonight.
Yeah, it's I didn't put a lot of time in tonight practicing. I was actually pretty surprised at how well I handled the car, but I can't say enough about that setup. I mean, words can't explain how well this setup was tonight. It was amazing. Wow. I just can't explain it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys did a heck of a job, with RPM finishing like that. We've seen a couple of guys there. Roger had trouble and somebody else had trouble. What happened to them guys?
I think Roger had a computer issue.
Oh, no.
And I don't know what happened to anybody else, but yeah, I guess he had a computer issue, and we was all wondering why his car was sitting there on the fence.
Yeah.
Like, man, are they gonna let us? Are they gonna let us race? You know, was it gonna be a caution the whole time?
Well, I know you got a couple little bangs there on your car, but other than that, the car looks pretty good. Man, that was an amazing race for you, Jeff. That was really good to see you on the podium again. It's been a while since I've seen you there, but good race tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
My whole team, Joe Roberts, man, awesome setup. He should have won that race tonight. And stuff like that happens, but I mean, we both were driving the exact same setup, and you seen how far he drove away from me. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, he had it, and then it's just thanks to everybody on our team, man. We work hard on this stuff, and this is what it gets us.
Very good. Okay, Jeff. Well, congrats on the podium here at third place. And are you looking forward to next week at Martinsville?
Oh yeah, that should be fun. That should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. All right, buddy. Well, I don't normally talk to 4 people, but I got to talk to Joe. Joe, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you had the car out there tonight, definitely the class of the field, leading 83 laps, Joe. And I'm telling you what, if it would have stayed green, those guys were going to be in trouble, weren't they?
Yeah, I was just cruising towards the end. Porter caught up to my rear end, and he was about a tenth behind me, but I was just waiting for the car to just, fall off. And it was, and once it did, I just started gapping him. And I mean, we all had a really good set. Me, Roger, Porter, we all worked on this set together, and we had a whole bunch of other guys giving us feedback and testing it. So it was a good night for RPM. But yeah, if it stayed green, there was no doubt. But I never win. That's just the way it always works.
Well, it's going to come, brother. I mean, you get a chance now and then to show, your muscle out there. It's going to come to you. You just got to be patient, brother. But looking at you come down to pit road, was you thinking the whole field was going to come behind you, or was you kind of?
I was. Okay, see, this is how it was working. I was in first, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I stay out, everybody's pitting. If I go in, everyone's going to stay out. So I knew I was screwed. Yeah. As soon as that yellow flag came out, I just said, are you flipping kidding me? And I'm censoring myself. And it was just like, yeah, I knew I was done. Because when you're the leader in that position, everyone's going to do the opposite of what you do. And the fact that even like 6 people stayed out was shocking to me. But yeah, that's just the way that it works. I knew it was over as soon as that happened.
I know it's a 50-50 chance you take, and and you're the only one that's in that position too, because they're going to do they could do what you do, or they could do the opposite of what you do. Well, they tricked you tonight. They stayed out there. It all worked out for Thomas at the end, and Steven, and those guys that did stay out there. So Jeffrey, but yeah, you come up through the field pretty good there, though. You clipped off a lot of them there on the start, and then somebody got loose. I forget who it was. Got really loose, and I think it was Scott Huntsinger, and then you guys just drove on by, So it seemed like Daniel Smallwood wasn't much of a challenge for you. He said he was running the fixed setup, but he said he was really good and fast. He said it felt good, but just not enough to keep up with you, Joe. They call it your new nickname, Fast Joe.
Well, hopefully it turns into like a winning Joe or something at some point. But yeah, Thomas Brandner, I want to congratulate him on his 8th career IWCR Gen 6 win.
Nice.
He's the leader in active wins right now, because the other guys who have higher than him, they don't race every week, so they don't count. So Thomas, he's the leader in all of IWCR in the winner's circle. And yeah, it was a great night for RPM. It was. That car was unbelievable. And if it had stayed green, me and Porter would have come down to us too, because we were coming.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for talking with us, Joe. So anybody else you want to shout out to? Special thanks?
I just want to thank everyone. Congratulations to Stephen Pearson, Brantner, Jeff Porter, 1, 2, 3, 4, and IWCR for RPM. And thank everyone, Roger, Nathan Sedlak, Mike Vining, Kevin Spalding. We all put in a lot of effort together. And I know it's already been said numerous times by these guys, but if it wasn't for all them, it doesn't matter who comes up with what or how much work goes into what or where it goes. It's a team effort, and that's the reason we're fast.
There you go. That's what you got to do, Joe, and you guys are doing it right. I mean, it's showing every week, you know. So, are you racing the the trucks tomorrow night?
I plan to, unless I'm getting hammered somewhere.
Ooh, 'cause, I mean, Sonoma. Ooh.
I know. I love the road courses. I can't help myself.
Yeah, I know. Well, what about next week, Martinsville here in the Gen 6 series?
It'll be really interesting to see how that works. Our short track game is probably our weakest game for RPM, so we'll see how we come up with a set there. I mean, we even came up with a set for walk-ins, and we're not even road course racers. So it was. We'll see what we can do with Martinsville.
Was there a chance maybe you use the same setup for Sonoma that you used at Watkins?
No, not normally. That doesn't work that way.
Oh,
It's
okay.
because with the changes of elevation and stuff and everything, it normally it's a pretty different animal. If you were going to use something across the board, I would say like if you used a set at Watkins Glen, that would translate to like Road America, but I can't imagine it's translating to Sonoma.
Okay, all right. All right, well, anyhow, congratulations on 4th place tonight. That was really good to see you up there. Like I said, I don't normally talk to 4, but I had to talk to you because you were the class field out there tonight. It just seemed like you had like 10 more horsepower than every other car out there tonight.
Thanks. It was a blast. To see the other 3 guys in front of me, it was bittersweet, but it was pretty sweet seeing them in front of me.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Teammates, oh, heck yeah. So go celebrate, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. All right, let's get down through the results here real quick, guys. Thomas Brander coming home the winner. Stephen Pearson second. Jeffrey Porter third. Joe Roberts fourth. Daniel Smallwood in 5th place. Good run for Daniel. Paul Crumry 6th. Zachary Miller 7th. Nick Hunt up to 8th. Mark Robertson with a 9th place finish tonight. That's really cool. Our Canadian brother there from the deep north in Canada, coming home 9th place. Mike Vining in 10th. Thomas Keene with our 11th place finish is going to hurt him a little bit, maybe. No, it might not, because Hunsinger finished behind him. So it's going to be a really tight there. I think Keene might be able to hang on to the point lead by 1 point, maybe, or something like that. But he finishes back in 11th. Sean Medling, 12th. Nathan Sedlick, 13th. Scott Hunsinger, 2nd in the points, finishing 14th. Galen Gidman, disappointing night for Galen. I feel bad for Galen, man. Just an unfortunate incident that happened to him there. And just ended his night a little bit too early, finishing 15th. Calvin Troy, 16th. Johnny Reed Foley, 17th. Kevin Spalding, 18th. Randall Drake, 19th. Tom Serrato, top 20. Travis Townsend, disappointing for Travis too, finishing back in 21st after being really dominant there for the longest time. Could have been one of the guys that gave Joe Roberts a tough time up there coming to the end, down to the end of the race. Justin Warner, 22nd. Evan Schroeder, 23rd. John Batista, finishing 24th. Tony DeGennaro, 25th. Craig Hawkins, 26th. Eric Lambert, 27th. And John Berga, 28th. Roger Wagner, 29th. And I'm not sure. I don't think Sean Powell started the race. But anyhow, that was the end of the results right there, folks. So again, congratulations to Thomas Brander here, our winner for IWCR Gen 6 Series here at Las Vegas for 125 laps tonight. Led the last 24. That is the same number as his car. That's pretty awesome. What a coincidence. So we will catch you tomorrow night for trucks at Sonoma here at IWCR. Folks, thanks for watching on MaxSpeedTV tonight. See you tomorrow night. And until then, have a good night and stay safe.